Nancy, good morning. Good to see you again. What is your biggest concern vis-a-vis the election, but as it pertains to the equity markets and the economy?
So we're very concerned about sentiment as we come into the election. Certainly the rhetoric that we've been hearing has been very disturbing and has the market very uncertain as to the outlook both for current fiscal spending for this year, with the stimulus bill being held hostage by the squabbling in Washington, as well as the outlook for spending and economic growth going forward. Having said that, however, we think that there are a lot of economic forces that are in play, irrespective of what's going on in Washington, that will help lead to economic growth and, more importantly, earnings growth that can come in much better than expected both this quarter and through the fourth quarter.
And one thing we love about having you on, Nancy, is you always bring to us some new ideas. And I love it when a guest challenges me. I've been doing this a long time. Patrick, I have to look up a company when I don't know the name. That's why I love Patrick Industries. I've never heard of them. They make like countertops and sliding doors. What do you like about Patrick?
Well, what we like about Patrick, and I know you had a guest on earlier this morning that was talking about housing, that's an area that we also really like. One of the interesting things coming out of this pandemic is that we've seen an incredible growth in housing, particularly in entry-level housing. And one area that has been very unexpected that investors have not necessarily been paying a lot of attention to is the area of manufactured housing, where you can get very affordable first-time home builders, beautiful homes. These are not your father's or your grandfather's manufactured housing. And that is gaining share both from stick-built housing as well as from used housing. Patrick sells their countertops and their cabinetry, et cetera, into manufactured housing. They also sell these same parts of construction into the RV industry, which, as you know, has become a favored way for people to travel during the pandemic, as well as into boats. And we like the growth in all three areas. It's estimated that there are multiple millions of boats that are 25 to 30 years old that are going to need to be replaced, and Patrick is very well positioned to benefit from them. One of the interesting quirks about Patrick, if I can just say one more thing, and one of the reasons why we think it's so undiscovered but has so much potential, they're based in Indiana. So it is a heartland of the Midwest company, not necessarily on everybody's radar screen, but has had a tremendous 30, 40-year history of consistent growth.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.